Marlon Wayans is here. Marlon, welcome.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Forgive me, Robert Redford first. Robert Redford first. What a legend.
What a legend.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I just wanted to come with, of course, you got to give it up to the legends. You know, they teach us to dream. You know, Robert Redford. You know, Brad Pitt was something. Someone, I want to be like Robert Redford. You know what I mean? Tom Cruise. I want to be like Robert Redford.
You're right about that.
Somewhere there's some stupid kid going, I want to be like Marlon Wayans. Doubt it. Only my son.
Somebody's watching now thinking that. Tell us about the new movie, Him.
Yeah, Him. It's deranged. It's twisted. It's great. It's me. It's a psychological horror thriller set in the world of football, and it's just, you know, about a aging quarterback who's the greatest of all time, like a Tom Brady, and he's about to retire, and he brings this young kid out to his camp to train him, and then he realizes he doesn't want to give up his greatness, so he goes about trying to destroy the kid, and it's just, yeah, it's, you know, it's dark, it's twisted.
Well, how was that for you?
It's like the Brett Favre, what's his name story. Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, yes, kind of like that.
Hold your back.
Yeah. It's the football stuff. Football, you know, the football player. You know, I was trying to get some juice, but he was like, what are you talking about?
What was it like to embrace this kind of darker role?
I mean, for me, it was great because to do something different, right? Everybody doesn't know. I went to performing arts high school, so I'm theatrically trained, you know, dramatic. I do the dramatic arts, but I'm just always born into comedy. So people just think I do comedy, but I actually do it all. And in this movie, I'm untethered. I get to be crazy, I get to be dark, I get to be vulnerable, and I get to be a little funny. And to me, it's my best role. I put a really good performance in a great movie.
I tell you what, looking at those you know, ads for it, I'm like, man, he's freaking me out. So we're gonna freak everybody else at home out. Let's take a look at the clip.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but an emotional little pretty boy chasing validation from strangers because your father didn't love you. This ain't no game. This ain't a game, man. This is everything.
This is for okay.
I should have chewed onions and garlic before I did that.
But there you go. You're with Tyreek Withers.
Yes.
That's your co-star. What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was great. I mean, he's a great young talent and very, He's too good looking. I don't like being next to him. He makes me feel short. He makes me feel ugly. Like, you know, I don't like hanging out with him. And but because he's a pretty kid, you know, and sometimes you sitting there and you're looking at him, you go, I hate your pretty face. and it's the jealous thing in my head. I don't want to put his face in a garbage disposal. This is what my head wants to do. If he was just a little twisted, he could be a great Chewbacca. He'd be a wonderful Jack's beef jerky, Bigfoot. No, but he's a great kid, and I really enjoyed working with him. And he's like he killed it, and he was doing all the. He was funny because we went to football camp. And he was throwing these passes because he used to play for what's the name of the team? Florida State, and he won an Orange Bowl. Even though he sat the bench, but I'm not hating on you, brother. A ring is a ring. You know, some people play for their rings, but hey, man, the guy that gives the Gatorade to the team, you know, he's a team member. So he was a wide receiver that turned into a quarterback, and then we went to quarterback camp. Jordan Palmer's quarterback camp, and he was throwing balls like 40, 50 yards, and then I went. Jordan goes, hey, you throw a ball. And I threw a ball, and he said, yeah, stop. We're going to teach you how to walk first. That was the last day I was at football camp. I was like, no, we ain't doing this.
So what was it like getting into football shape?
It wasn't fun. It's a lot of two-a-days and eating a lot of protein, and it was not a lot of fun, but I really enjoyed. I like to put on the weight, because before I was COVID, right? It was like quarantine, so I didn't have chest. I had breasts and belly. I was drinking a lot of wine and a lot of red meat. I was at my pool one day, and I looked down, I was like, whose belly and breast are these? And I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, those are mine. And then God blessed me with this movie, and I was like, all right, I got to get rid of these chesticles. I'm just being honest, guys.
We needed the laughter. Scary Movie 6.
Yes.
It's been 25 years since the first one.
Yes.
How's this one different?
What's good is my brothers are still crazy, and that's great because the chemistry between the three of us is always going to be a lot of fun. And I honestly feel like this is something the world needs. We all need one big laugh in the movie theaters. We haven't had a really big, great comedy in the theaters in like 20 years. We all need to make fun of each other. We all need to laugh, and we're equal opportunity offenders. And I think next summer is going to be one big party come June 12th, 2026.
Right now, him. It's in theaters
Maybe
on
him
Friday.
gets spoofed in scary movies.
It may be. Hey, Jordan Peele know what he did when he hired me.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, brother. I was a spy. They didn't know that.